Coast Flips.
Today we have a £100 in your lunch break challenge. I used to work near here, just down the road, and I used to come here every lunchtime, or pretty much every lunchtime when I was working my full-time job. And I thought I would start here, back where I used to, and do pretty much the same route as what I always used to do. I would always source a lot of good stuff in those lunch breaks, so see what we can find to resell for profit on eBay. That's weird, I've actually got this book. I've been reading this to my kids the last few nights. Vintage 90s, I think. It used to be my brother's. TMD, what's that? I think that's TK Maxx. It's kind of cool, isn't it? But how much? You're right. How much is the bull in here? I can't quite. There's a reflection there. I can't quite make it out.
It's got 20 on it, but it must have been one that looked on eBay or something like that.
Yeah.
Probably good for half price, but
cheers.
It's been out a while, I think.
Benny, I don't know that player, Benny.
No.
If it was Jordan or something, it might be alright. No. Thanks anyway, cheers. I've still got loads of these that I've not quite managed to sell yet. It's been a bit of interest though. Not enough to buy more. This is one of those like vintage games that I always think, oh, it's going to be worth loads of money whenever I see it, and then I remember actually it's not. No, £9.50 plus postage, 12. It's not worth it after you've spent the time checking it and everything. If there's anything missing at all from it, the value, you know, the money's gone. It's not really worthless pretty much. Some games here. I don't think any of these are really worth anything. Either. £3, 4, 3. No. £10. Perfect Pets. I don't know if I've ever heard of that. Breathing dog. It's supposed to breathe. The thing is, people are only managing to get like 20 at the most for them. So after fees and everything, if I pay 10 quid for it, then we're already down to what, 6 quid profit. That's if it's fully working. This has the box though, and nobody else seems to have the box. I'm gonna leave it. I could probably make a little bit on it, but yeah. Still do well with this. So, in the background, slowly. Just sold a big, I think it was Heartbeat, Armadale, Heartbeat bundle. Can't get anywhere that way. Going that way is the only way out now, like.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Teapot. No brand. £3. So these are kind of borderline. I never do too well with this particular type. I've had this type many times, and they always sell eventually. And when you're paying a couple of quid for a boot sell for them, that's fine. But when you're paying 8 and 6 for them, they make a nice little set of 2 though, right? 14 quid there. Cookies. Persons. So yeah, just this from in there for £3, which is just about okay. It's a cookie jar, Pearson's, decent brand. The bread bins of these do a lot better than like anything else that they make, for me anyway. But £3, just about worth it. There were a few things there that might have been worthwhile as well. They were all kind of just on the kind of edge of being worth it in my mind. Just a little bit too much, just a little bit. About halfway through this video, I'm going to pick something up from a video game store that's pretty good, that should hopefully fit there in the car, but I'm not I'm not too sure. I probably should have asked him how tall it was, but it looked pretty tall. That's all I'm going to say for now. You'll see what I mean halfway through this video where I go and get it, and hopefully get it in the car. And it's for me, it's to kind of keep, but I don't know. I'll probably look it up, and if it's actually worth a bit of money, I may well resell it. We will have to see on that. But anyway, on to the next one. Let's go. $1981. No price. Vintage looking box. Ravenhead. Usually it used to be 50p and now £1.50 each. When did that happen? So this here, I think this is going to be alright, as long as it's in good condition. Vintage St. Michael's, 1987, made in Japan. That's quite nice, £5. Yeah, we'll get that. Right, back to the car, and I've got the glasses. Now, there were £3 a box for these vintage ones here. These Harp Lager glasses, which, to be honest, I don't know, that's just about worthwhile. I considered putting them back, to be honest, but £3 a box, we'll do that, that's fine. These here, I didn't look these up, but they're brand new, still in the box, proper vintage, like 80s, maybe even 70s packaging. So, you know, they're a bit hit and miss, these old glasses. Some of them do surprisingly well. When you pay in only, like in this case, £2, they'll do okay. And this might be the best thing so far, although I'm saying that, I've not actually managed to find this exact one out there. I just had a quick look. and similar kind of things. Some people asking like up to 50 quid for them. Don't know if this will be worth quite that, but we will see. We'll have a good look at everything like we always do at the end of the video, so let's get on to the next one. Across the road, about to kill myself. Got all the Christmas bits in. Cheers, see you later. Bye-bye. Yeah, nothing in there today, unfortunately. On to the next one. Right, so we've got a couple of charity shops here. We've got one down there, we've got this one here, neither of which are very good. I like to nip here to Smith's while I'm nearby, because sometimes they have some good stuff in the clearance section. It's very hit and miss, like probably 1 in 5 times I go in, they'll actually even have a clearance table. And then only a fraction of that I find something. But I'm here anyway, so I may as well quickly have a look, see what they've got. So, nothing in Smith's today. I'm going to quickly nip into this one. I'm not going to bother with the one that's further down today. Right, let's carry on. All kind of colour coded in here that we can tell, red, black and white. What do you guys think? Do you like that about a charity shop or not? Personally, I don't, but there you go. So the next charity shop is just down here on the left. I'm pretty sure it's open today. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 that are not open today, so I might have to tag a couple of others on a bit closer to home. It's always a struggle to park up round here at this time. So that's an unusual one, Cumbria. I'll look that up because I'm not sure. Cumbria.
Come on, baby.
There's 2 items from in there. I've never heard of Cumbria Hornsea before. I've never seen it out there. Can't find anybody with this out there for sale or anybody who's sold one. So there's got to be a little bit of money in it. £2.50 is probably not really a huge amount, but to collectors of Hornsea, I'm sure they would want this if it's as rare as I think it is. And we got a little in the night garden nightlight, £2.50. Lots of solds out there for around 12 to 15 quid plus postage, so that should do right. Little profit, but that'll do. Funnily enough, we just got back from Alton Towers and they got a night garden ride there, and it's in better days, shall we say. We went on it a few years ago. These days it's a little bit worse for wear. I'm sure Alton Towers will sort it out eventually. Right, on to the next one. In fact, I think the next stop will be me picking up that item I mentioned earlier on the video, the video game related thing. I'm really hoping it does fit in here and I don't have to take the other car seat out. That's a nightmare to get back in that car seat, I tell you. So anyway, that's the next stop. Let's go. So yeah, the shop that I'm after is just down there. This is as close as I could get to it. And funnily enough, that I've gone to pick something up, and there's a couple just down there, and they've picked one up as well. Even though it was like about 2 or 3 weeks ago that the guy said he was getting rid of them. And anyway, you'll see what I mean in a second once I grab it. I don't know about filming in there. I'm not sure. I probably won't. I'm not going to film in there, but I'll show you in just a second when I get out what I'm talking about. And it's just really weird that a guy just walked past with one of the other ones of which the guy was kind of getting rid of. So yeah, I'll head in. Give me 1 second and we're back with you. So it's not that big. It folded down. I just presumed it was going to be fully up because that's how it was advertised. But it's an NBA 2K24, a big kind of display stand with Kobe Bryant on it. And it's kind of free. It's like a suggested donation to charity, so I made a donation to his charity box. But yeah, I think that'll look pretty cool in my tap room. Okay, so we've got a charity shop just down here, and then we got the Angie's Attic, I think it's called, little shop back up that way. So I'm gonna hit them both. Okay.
Hiya.
How you doing? Just that one, please. See you later. So yeah, £3 for that. The reason I bought this one is because, well, the quality's good. I don't think I think it's like the range, maybe something like that. It's not like B&M's. It's a bit better quality than that. Right, on to the next. Unfortunately, this one is closed today. I wasn't sure if it was today it was closed or what, but yeah. So there's a couple more charity shops just up here. We've got just about enough time to hit these before our hour runs out. So let's go see what we can find. Hopefully there's a few more bits because I'm not quite sure if we've made that £100 target yet. So hopefully we can find a couple of bits. That for a doll's house. The size of it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Vintage Tupperware.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It's ace, isn't it? If you did that, if you did about 50 reps a day,
You get the promenade.
Oh, the sand dunes.
Yeah. I don't care. Yeah. He was a German tank, you know, he got one shot down there.
We're talking to like a blue screen, like bullets in the
San Francisco.
Brilliant.
So back to the car, and in the end I think we've been saved by Cindy and Tupperware, and I'm going to head home now because we've been just over the hour. So let's head back and see how much money we should make reselling it all on eBay. It's actually the next day now. Let's take a look at everything we have here. I've also today been to a couple of, well, one charity shop and the tip shop. I got a few bits down here which I'll show you in a second, and that's the NBA stand which I'm going to put up in a minute, take it upstairs and put it in place, so we'll do that in a second. But let's have a look first at what we purchased and whether we're making close to that £100 profit or not. Let's see. So this, obviously, if I was selling it, which I'm pretty sure it would have a little bit of money in it. I had a quick look and I couldn't find anybody out there selling it or anybody who has sold it. But it's, you know, it's not the most popular game in the world, but it's the fact it's got Kobe Bryant on it and it's kind of cool looking. We'll have a look at that, as I say, in a minute. But, you know, that's not included, but obviously there'd be a bit of money in that if I was going to sell it. We've got this cookie jar here, and yes, this is a better one, and it's a brand called TG. I thought it was like a TG green thing, but I don't think it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not 100%. But this particular jar in this colour and a biscuit barrel, somebody recently got $26.99 plus postage on it, pre-owned like this. So that's good. That's, you know, for a cookie jar like this, that's good. More often than not, though, people kind of 20 quid thereabouts. I paid, how much did I pay for this one? The price still on it? I don't think it is. I think it was it 2 quid, 3 quid? And then we've got these glasses. These ones I can't find out there. This particular brand, Ravenhead, there's, you know, quite a few Ravenhead vintage glasses out there. They're all different though, so it's hard to kind of say. Most of them are like pre-owned as well and not new. 2 quid is all I paid. They're kind of a bit bog standard, so they're not really worth a crazy amount. But 15, maybe a push, 15 quid. I think we could do that. These are nice. They're just like a nice quality glass, proper vintage, like they are dated on this. What's it, 1981. Harp Island Limited, October 1981. And I got 2 of them, £3 a set, and they should do okay. I really don't know. I've had a quick look. Can't find anybody selling these particular ones out there. But for 3 quid, you know, £1.50 glass, if you look at it like that. Still in their boxes. Probably wouldn't class them as new. Would sell them pre-owned. We've got some vintage Tupperware right there. I don't know what that is. Is that maybe a salad bowl or something? Got that one, that one. I'm sure I had a third piece of Tupperware somewhere as well. Where's that gone? There's definitely a third one. Have I put it inside here? Nope. Oh, I know where it is. It's in my backpack, which is just it. That one, which I've had before, and that one, that's a jelly mould, had that before. A jelly mould usually sell for about tenner, that particular one. This one, more like kind of 8, maybe 9, maybe 10 at a push. That one, I don't know, but it's pretty similar amount. And, you know, what do we pay? £1 each. So it's small profits, but profit's a profit. Tupperware always sells the vintage stuff. Some of it can take a little while because there's so much of it out there. But the more unusual ones like that big one and like this one, I think will sell a little bit quicker than the likes of like the jelly mould, which I find like everywhere. We've got a vintage pan there. We've got like the vegetable kind of effect. I've sold these many, many times before. Not this exact one, but very similar ones. If they're cheap enough, this was £2. And if they're in good enough condition, and it really is good condition, there's a few little marks and stuff here and there. But all in all, it's good. And I'd hope to get like going on 20 quid, maybe 15, something like that. Got a Pearson's cookie jar there. This one is worth kind of up to kind of 20 quid, top end 20 quid. paid £3 for it, I think. This here, this is nice. I like it anyway. I can only find one out there. Somebody asking, I think about 15 starting bid, plus postage, no box though. And yeah, I think it'll be worth a little bit more than that. I would hope more like 20, 25 on this one. St. Michael's, vintage, perfect condition. Yeah, I think we'll do alright. £5 on that. And then we've got this stuff here, Cindy stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4 lots. And it always surprised me with this stuff because I thought that it would be this, like the shower. Let me see if I can move you in a way where you can actually properly see it. But this, I thought this would be worth the most. And then maybe that. And then maybe that and that. Like, not really worth much, but it's the reverse. Like this, well, this is, if this is complete and there's a lot of little bits, you've got all like the food bits and everything. So I'm not holding out much hope, but if it's complete, then people are managing to get like 35, 40 quid for this. Now, my box is a little bit rough around the edges, so automatically I'm probably down to like 30 if it's complete. And if it's not complete, we're probably looking at more like 20, 25. But even so, this one I only paid 5 quid on. 350 on that one if it's complete. And obviously, as you can see there, I don't know, is that likely to be complete or not? I'll have to build it and see. But if it's complete, about 20 quid on that, up to 20 quid. And this is only worth about maybe 15, this one. And that one, about 20. But yeah, there's not that many of these out there. What I might do on this is sell them all together. 27 is what it should have been, but he knocked a couple of quid off, so I got them for 25. And as I say, I mean, if that's complete, that's my money back and into profit just on that one. But once I've kind of built it up and displayed it nicely up here, all together, it'll look good. And we'll get some good photographs. I think we could at least double our money on it, maybe a little bit more. If the likes of that is like fully complete, I might sell that separately and just do the rest together. So what do you reckon? Are we going to make £100 with what we've got here? You know, £100 clear profit after fees and everything. I think we're just about there. Just about there. Good job we found like this Cindy stuff, because if we hadn't found that right at the end, don't know if we'd be there with this stuff. Maybe if we included like that, which I'm not, but if we did, then we'd be close. But, you know, the point is, it's only an hour's worth of looking, and this is what we found. So, yeah, I'm quite happy with what we got. And then I've got this stuff down here. This I've had before many times. It's not fully complete. It's missing 2 here, and I think it's missing 1 here. But I've sold these before missing everything. I've sold them before fully complete, and I've sold them before missing a couple like this. They do sell. It does work as well. Needs a little bit of clean. I'm not sure if the money is quite there like it used to be on these. Same with this big red boat. This is Twirlywoo's big red boat. There's no characters with it, but I do have a couple of spares upstairs. And it's like missing something here, like the quacky ducks that should go there. I don't know if it's working either. It is on, but there's possible. Oh, hang on, look. That gives me a little bit of hope. So there are batteries in it, but they're probably dead. From all the times I've had these in the past, they either work or they don't. So the fact that it's got a bit of light means the chances are I think it will work with its sounds and everything. Because usually when they're gone, they're just gone and nothing works at all. I've got a Brio set here. It is missing a couple of trains. We got loads of spare trains. My kids don't really play with the ones we've got anymore. And I've got loads of just kind of generic ones. I'll probably stick with this. This here, got these from the tip shop. And they did me all these kind of bits for just 50p and the mug for 50p. And check these out. Now, I can't think what they're called now off the top of my head. I was looking at them before. But I don't remember these myself from when I was a kid. But I remember a similar looking thing from, I think they were a bit older than these. But anyway, there is a little bit of money in these. This guy should have a sword. If he had his sword, he may be worth up to like 25 quid, but he doesn't, so it's more like kind of 15-ish on that guy, and that guy's not worth as much, about maybe a tenner at a push, but I'll probably put the two together, sell them together for like 20, 25 quid. Not bad when I pay, you know, pence for them. And this Adam's sword, I believe, and often this little bit here is missing, broken off. It's quite thin. I have mine. It is a bit rough around the edges though. It's got like a few little bite marks going on, and it's a bit kind of rough there. But I reckon I can get about 8 or 9 quid for that, plus postage. And then these two, I think they're called Sports Freaks or Sport Freaks or something like that. And I'm not really sure what they're all about, if I'm honest, but I've had a quick look and somebody's selling one similar to this for about 6 or 7 quid on Etsy. So not bad for 50p for them. I love that. I love finding like these vintage toys. Like, look at the hologram on that. So there it is. For now, I've just kind of stuck it there. It does fold out a little bit like this, so it's more of like an oval shape. But for now, it's going to have to kind of stay there like that. But it still looks kind of cool, right? I think so anyway. I will find like a proper place for it at some point in time when I've got a bit more room. Maybe even in the big shed, it might do better in there. But for now, I'm going to keep it there. Got my champion t-shirt there. So that's it for now. I have a busy couple of weeks ahead of me. Hope everyone out there is doing good. You know, Christmas just around the corner. Hope everyone is getting their stuff listed and managing to get those sales in. My store is obviously, it's taken a bit of a hit because of me being away. So my kind of numbers are just on a downward spiral, but hopefully if I put the work in, we'll get it going back up again in the very near future. But that's it for now. Cheers for watching, guys. If you could hit the like button and subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one.